Alright, what's up, y'all? It's LakerFan here. As you can see, we on my little Photoshop service. It's like Be Funky or whatever. But anyway, we are going to go through the tier list. I'll give you guys the quick what's it? Oh, no, you gotta wait. We're gonna go through the tier list. As you can see, we got S, A, B, C, D, E, and F. So we're gonna go from bottom to top, for reasons obvious. Now, in this video, I don't know how long this is gonna take. You know how long it's gonna take because you can see the time bar, but I don't know how long this is gonna take. But really quick, I do want to, before we get into the video, I want to say, yo, I do appreciate so much all these new viewers. YouTube has been blessing me, bro, with the views. Like, I've got so many vids that are going nuts. But anyway, just a quick little shout out to you guys. I wanted to appreciate all the new people, all the people that have been with my channel too, who have allowed my vids to get this kind of attention. Appreciate y'all. Anyway, let's get right on with this. As you can see, F tier, we got charge card, flashy passer, pick and roller, and up and under specialist. I feel like for reasons obvious, all of these are on here. Oh, I missed one as well, free throw ace. I would put that in the F tier as well. That's the one badge I missed. I just realized I forgot about that. Just because it's like a park specific or like pro-am specific badge, I guess, if you will. It wasn't in the player creation, so that's why I forgot about it. I'll put free throw ace in F as well, just because it's not like there's one game mode it's useful for, and it's only really useful depending on your archetype as well, or like if your team needs you to be the relief free throw shooter. But anyway, pick and roller, it's honestly, in my opinion, pick and roller is literally the most useless badge unless you're talking charge card for like park wise. But pick and roller, I think, is one of the most useless badges because I don't really even know what it does in terms of like allowing you to help finish. But generally, if you're gonna score on a pick and roll, it's not even gonna be if you actually set the pick. Like, you're gonna be slipping on the screen to actually score rather than like hold the pick. You guys understand if you have followed my channel at all. Flashy passer, it's really not good for anything. Up and under specialist, you know, there's just not much substance to any of these badges, and you'll see as we keep going on why I have this here. Let me do that right there real quick. But you'll see as we go on why I have these at the F tier, because like I have badges like these at the E, where these are like not very useful badges, and I feel like you could make the case for pick and popper. I know SK, one of my homies, was telling me to like put this higher, but I just feel like for the most part, again, a lot of times, well, we'll address these badges real quick. Putback king, it's really only useful for like one instance, which is, you know, offensive rebounds. I guess it helps you get putbacks, maybe. I don't even know if it does that, but I don't know, like, you know the deal. I mean, you have to be a good rebounder to even like have this be useful. Like, for instance, if you got this on anything but a glass or like a athletic, it's like a useless badge because you're not even looking to go up with a dunk right away anyway. One man fast break might be a slept on badge, but it's just it's only useful in like, it's not useful in 2v2 at all, like literally at all, and it's still not even that great of a badge as far as 3v3 goes. Pro-am sometimes, I guess, but again, not that great of a badge. Chase down artist, again, a lot of these badges don't have much substance to them, so they don't deserve much description either. Let's get to the D tier, because this is where it actually gets like solid. Now, maybe I shouldn't have had like so many tiers. Like, I shouldn't have had F, E, D, C, B, A, and S, because a lot of these D tier badges actually are pretty good. It's just they're not like dominant. For instance, I put drop stepper here because I feel like generally you can just, it's a mechanic. I would put it like this: break starter and drop stepper. You'd be thinking like, oh, bro, Hall of Fame break starter, that stuff nuts. Hall of Fame drop stepper is nuts, bro. Well, if you look at builds that don't have break starter, they still get crazy outlet passes. You look at builds that don't even have drop stepper, they can still, you know, bang people out of the way. So in my opinion, it's the mechanic that makes these like actions good rather than the badge itself. But with that said, I feel like they are still pretty slept on badges. Catch and shoot, depends what build you're working with. I mean, I don't think that's necessary for like, you know, the pure shooters or anything like that, but it definitely will help your lockdowns or like post scorers, like, if you will, that are just like non-good 3-point shooters and you still get catch and shoot. That's pretty big time sometimes. But anyway, acrobat, not that useful of a badge. Teardropper, you know the deal. These aren't like that great of badges. So now we got the C tier. As you can see, these are color coded as well. I put like the playmaker ones in blue, the glass cleaner ones in pink, the post ones in orange, the finishing ones in in yellow, and then the shooter ones in green. So the reason I have Alpha Dog up here too, I put 2 personality badges. You'll see one of them for sure. But Alpha Dog, this is actually like a solid badge, so don't sleep on it. But at the same time, I mean, you know, it's nothing to fit in these 3. Corner Specialist, sleeper badge. Again, because, well, not even sleeper. Everybody knows about this one, and it's just not like dominant, but it's still very good for like your certain builds, aka lockdowns, obviously. Lob City Passer it just doesn't belong up here when you see all the ones up here as well. But it's still a very good badge too. Don't sleep on it. Like, this is actually like a very useful badge when, you know, you have like a finisher at the 3 or something like that. You guys know how OP lobs are in this game. But again, same reason for Break Starter and Drop Stepper that I put Lob City Passer here. It's more so the mechanic that makes the lobs OP rather than the badge. I mean, you can see builds that have 0 Lob City Passer throwing lobs and dudes finish it just as good. Same goes the other way around. But anyway, Ankle Breaker. In years past, this would definitely be a super OP badge, and I feel like it should be an OP badge. But again, playing hands up defense, it's the counter to it 100%. I mean, you don't get dropped if you have hands up, and at that point you could say, yeah, but Ankle Breaker makes it so they have to play hands up. Okay, I mean, sure, but the badge itself, not even all that good. Pick and Roll Maestro, solid badge. Again, like, it's just nothing compared to the ones up here. Relentless, solid as well. I mean, there's not much description for these, like, but then when we get up to here, oh snap, I gave away a couple. I gave away a couple in the A tier. We get up to these. Post Spin Technician, really good. Obviously, like, this is post score is bread and butter, and I feel like to get actually like past somebody consistent enough for it to be useful, you kind of do need the badge. It's not like Drop Stepper where you literally just use your strength to like body people out of the way and just dunk on their head. This actually, like, you know, you kind of need the badge for this as well. Posterizer, a slasher's best friend, as well as this badge right here. These 2 are super big for slashers. You know the deal. Posterizer will increase your chances of getting contact dunks, makes it so it's literally like almost sometimes doesn't even matter if somebody's in the way. Simple as that. I mean, now I will say, you could make the case that posterizer is not really all that important. It's more so the contact dunk animations, which you need 84 driving dunk for. And generally, if you have good driving dunk, you have posterizer, obviously, right? So it depends. I feel like this badge depends on your rating as well. Whereas you have badges like Bruiser that literally don't matter about your rating at all. Like, you literally just will drain energy by literally just bodying people up. This is good for lockdowns, good for glass cleaners, good for everything that has it. So Bruiser is just, like, in general a good badge. Pick Dodger, low-key kind of slept on too, but still not like super A or S tier. Difficult shots, this could maybe have gone to A, but again, it kind of just depends on your shooting as well. I feel like to use difficult shots properly, it has to correlate with your archetype. For instance, like post scorers, if you do like post hops or something like that, shot creators. Like for instance, difficult shots isn't going to do you much if you have like a slasher or a lockdown, obviously. Whereas Bruiser, it doesn't even matter. You could have a pure sharp, you put that stuff on Bruiser. I might have just done my revenue super bad. But if you put difficult shots on like a lockdown, right, it's not gonna do anything. But if you put Bruiser on a sharp, it's gonna be unreal. Like, so I guess that was the case I made. It's not, this video isn't based on that, but just a good example, you know what I mean, of why I say that. So anyway, let's go to A. As you guys saw, I bet you paused it or something like that. You already saw the brick wall and mid-range Deadeye up in here. But Tireless Score, great badge. Super useful for any build. Generally useful for like dribblers too, but it's interesting because you don't get it at a very high level if you have like a play sharp or a pure playmaker or anything like that, or like so generally for Tireless Score you got to have like sharp in your build or shot creator, which kind of takes away from the whole like over dribbling type aspect, I guess. But Tireless Score is a huge badge in my opinion. Rim Protector is basically like defensive stopper, but for bigs. In case you guys haven't known, what it does, it drops your finishing badges like Posterizer, Relentless, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It drops like your what's another one? Maybe Acrobat, Teardropper. It drops badges like that, and then it still enhances your rim protecting ability as well. So super big one right here as well. Mid-range Deadeye, in my opinion, depends on what game mode you're playing. In 3v3 it's not that great of a badge, but in 2v2 major, in Pro-Am Major because of the whole like get in front of him and like crab dribble cheese, and the only way somebody else can contest you is, you know, stepping up, and generally they're gonna get late contests, so that's why this is like a huge deal. Brick Wall obviously needs to be like a bread and butter badge. I was thinking about pushing Brick Wall into the S tier. You can make the case that you could do that if you want to, for your own sake of like this list. But then Pickpocket at A. You could have made the case that this belongs in the S as well, but I feel like the LT dribble glitch, it just belongs in the A because it's not like an overwhelming badge. So anyway, we got the final set of lists right here, and you see Microwave in here. Now I need you guys to give this like a lot of thought before you diss me picking to put this in the S tier. Give Microwave some thought, and then we'll come back to that at the end of this list. But defensive stopper, in my opinion, the best badge in the game. It drops your opponent's badges like 100% if it's on Hall of Fame. Even gold defensive stopper drops every badge gold and turns your Hall of Fames to bronze. So if you don't believe those, 2K Labs has the info on all that. So anyway, as far as that goes, yeah, D-Stopper, that's uncontested number 1 in my opinion. Limitless, obviously huge, important badge as far as shooting goes. You need this at all times on the sharps and stuff, and that's obvious. And you see what it does for like these 99 pure stretches who hit, you know, who had gold and now they have Hall of Fame. I mean, look at the difference of every level of Limitless. Like, this is the one badge where you can tell, like, you can so tell the difference. I would say Limitless and D-Stopper, you can look at the difference like visually and be like, yo, from bronze to silver, nuts. From silver to gold, nuts. From gold to Hall of Fame, like, just crazy, you know what I mean? Like, you can see the difference. So these are the two best badges in my opinion. Dimer is a huge one too. I mean, this is like big time for playing as a playmaker. You know, it enhances your teammates shooting, so you can play with lesser shooters. Like if you're a pure sharp running point with 2 locks in the corner, it's kind of, well, you know, a lock setting picks and then a lock in the corner. It's kind of tough because, I mean, they're not going to be able to hit quite as well as they usually should. But anyway, you get my point for Dimer here. Then Hustle Rebounder, you could make the case that maybe this belongs in A, but I feel like you just had to put it in the S tier, where it's just such an overwhelming badge. Like this on gold, or if you have a lower level of Hustle Rebounder than your opponent, it is a struggle sometimes. Like me, I generally work with gold, so it's not like the end of the world most times, but I mean, when you're 2 levels down too, like even if you're rebounding as a pure stretch with no Hustle Rebounder and your matchup has gold or silver even, or if they have Hall of Fame, it's tough. This is a big matchup badge. Like Limitless, it's not a matchup badge. It's like an individual badge. Same with like Dimer, Deep Range Deadeye. But the Hustle Rebounder and D-Stopper are like matchup badges where like you need these to fare well with your like overwhelming opponent. So anyway, then lastly we have Deep Range Deadeye. This is like a fringe one where it could have ended up in A, but I feel like it has to be an S just because of the way, like, you know, the pure stretches do. Same with like, it really is a huge improvement from nothing to silver, or like nothing to bronze even. But I mean, at silver Deep Range Deadeye, as most play sharps have, it's honestly a crazy badge. Like it does help you quite a bit. And then obviously on the pure stretches with Hall of Fame, it's nuts. It's just crazy. So anyway, let's come back to Microwave as the last badge to address here. In Park, or just in anything really, I feel like Microwave is just an overwhelming badge. Like it will allow shot creators to get their takeover in 3 shots, post scorers to get their takeover in 3 shots. Like it really is like a game-changing badge that makes, and the reason why is obviously because it pertains to takeover, which takeover is the most game-breaking thing in the game. So I mean, if you have a pure post scorer or a pure shot creator or something like that, or even a pure sharp, I mean, then you have it for what, like almost 2 minutes, something like that. They should do a timer on that. I'm sure somebody knows exactly how long takeover lasts gameplay wise, but you get the point. I mean, Microwave will enhance your ability to do what you want to, like 100%. Not 100%, but you know what I mean. Like it will enhance it and make it so you get your takeover quicker, and then in essence, you know, break the game. So anyway, it's all for the vid. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you knew, all that good stuff. Let's try to get this to, bro, my videos have been getting so many views lately, so in anticipation of that, let's try to get this to like 500 likes. I'm gonna try to ride the wave, bro, and see if like this is really something that's gonna keep on happening. But let's try to get this to 500 likes, bro. Anyway, if you're still here, Put your favorite badge of all these in the comments. If you made it to the end of the video, or which one you just use the most in your opinion. And then if you want to make your own like top 5, give me your top 5s in the comment as well. And then maybe your bottom 5. I feel like this bottom 4 is like uncontested though. This has to be like the 4 worst badges in the game. I would say maybe Putback King involved too would be like my bottom 5. And then obviously you can see my top 5 would be like D-Stopper, Hustle, Limitless, Dimer, and T-Brains. Microwave is one of the best badges in the game, but I just don't think it's like a real badge, so you could make the case that like this is your top 5 right here. But anyway, let me know your top 5, your bottom 5, and then your favorite badge. Just comment that if you made it to the end of the video. So anyway, that's all for the vid. Hope you guys enjoyed. And other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.